Journaling, right. So what happened yesterday, I saw a video in which it was said that before sleep, for better sleep, it is good to do nighttime journaling. But then I did not know what exactly should I write in the journal until today. I mean, I have written thousands of lines of journals, but that was basically about what time I wake up, what time I sleep, everything physical, nothing was emotional outlet. So that is what a journal was for the royals. This was another question of mine, that royals, they have everything, right? They don't need to optimize their output or produce that kind of an output like normal working class has to do. So they are the people who have everything. Even they used to journal, and it was actually a risk for the for the royals, and still they did it. And what was the risk? That they were writing what they truly thought about in their journals, which would obviously mean that they did not like the other royals and other people and all the other lot of things that they did not like. They used to write there, and if someone read this, they would be exposed. So this was guarded very strongly, their journals, I mean. So but still they used to do it. So what was the reason behind even the royals did it? And it comes down to the it comes down to one thing, that it helped them remain sane. And also, this is the main thing, the sane. And how it helped them remain sane was that it helped them sleep better. And how it helped them sleep better, and then again it comes down to that point of emotional outlet. So if you want to sleep better, you are going to have to write your thought in the journal. And this is where I was wrong, because I used to think that the reason behind journaling is to forget, not to forget what you were doing the previous day. But that was not the reason why. It is not a to-do list where you write all the things that you might forget. So number one, and how does this work as emotional outlet? Now today in modern science, modern neuroscience, we know that it's sort of for example, the task or the job of a brain is to solve problems, right? So trying to solve that problem. So if you talk about neuroscience, right? Now we talk about this. Now neuroscience says that brain is a problem solving machine, right? This is what the primary task of brain is. Now at night time, if there are some unsolved issues that you had in the day, and the brain has not yet found a solution to it, which is why it is getting bad emotions, making you feel uncomfortable, right? Now what happens that this problem solving continues even at night, and when you are asleep still the brain is trying to find a solution to that problem. Now what happens when you write it, that thought gets a false feeling that it has been handled, meaning it has moved from the internal inside of your brain to the outside brain, which is external brain, which is what is your journal. So writing unsolved problems there makes the brain feel like it has been handled, and it may have been that writing is a substitute, and it is not may have been, it is, and it is a truth that I read it, that just like telling someone else, like a psychologist, right, like telling a psychologist makes a person feel better, telling them about their unsolved problems. In the olden times, when the royals who had everything, they could not trust anyone. They did not have a safe friend whom they could tell everything to. There was this concept of psychology was not there, that they need to speak to someone. So this is why they used to write it, and they would guard the journal very with a lot of care. So it was the psychologist's job that it was doing. And in modern neuroscience, it has a new term that is called cognitive hygiene. So basically doing this, if you write it down, the thought thinks that particular thought which was not solved, it thinks that it has been handled, and then when you sleep, after writing it down, it will not surface up again. It will surface up when you read the journal again, but in your sleep it will not surface up again. This is the concept, and this is what has helped them for centuries, these royals. So The people who used it are the royals, so the royals that reigned the longest, that ruled the longest, were the ones that used it. Those who did not journal, without any psychologist, without any friend whom they could tell it to, so these thoughts kept on resurfacing. So this is the reason why it drove them mad. You see, it drove them to insanity, and this is why they did not reign now. It would be a great follow-up to do that. Which exact people, which exact rulers who exactly did it and who did not do it. That is the thing I would like to do more research on now. I think this much is enough for now.